pause right here. Because like when artists do them song, you know, me not care them disingenuous when them say it don't affect you. It affect you, man. Good and bad ways it affect you. I want to say big up and bless up to Chris Martin for this cover. Because I cover you. What a sweet cover. What a beautiful, beautiful interpretation. Beloved line, I say, oh, it a run me down. I'm putting the Jamaican culture in that. I love it. So last week, Sunday, not Sunday gone, the other Sunday, I went live to just tell people how good Jehovah has been. And I just love him so much. I'm going to read to you something that when I got up out of the live, I got a text. I'm going to read some parts of the text so I keep the young man's text private enough. But while I share with you how sometimes the change is just around the corner, how little things make a difference, and that's why you must do big things. And no matter how little it is, it's big for somebody. So I went live to talk about how sad it was that my mom has passed on and how rough it was. And I want to big up the RJ Gleaner group. That's just always there. Love this company so much. And I love that I'm also in the travel business and how that has helped to fund and to pay the bills. And then it was my Sunday, my way of doing Sunday worship while I was at Deja Resort after they had given me an award for being their top agent for Jamaica. And I was on my live and it was my way of just giving thanks. And then I got a text that also changed my life again. It says, he said his age, I am this man and I have fallen on hard times. I'm not working. I have 2 subjects. I've not eaten for 3 days now because my family complain that they give me things and I'm willing to do anything, but I can't get anything. He says, look here. He said, I was about to kill myself this morning. And as I take up my phone to call a family member to tell her that I'm going to take my life, I saw your live and I came on and I listened to you. The knife dropped from my hand and I start to worship God. I'm asking if there's any help you can offer. I'll greatly appreciate it. He woke up with the intention on Sunday. Not this Sunday, last Sunday. What's that date, Xavier? He woke up on the 4th, November 4. His intention was to kill himself. And I went live to talk about how hard life can be, how rough it can be, but just never to give up. So I was on my way from Montego Bay, because you heard me say I was at Dejon. And I said to everybody on board, we're turning back, we're going to find this young man. Because today we're going to save his life. I couldn't wait as long. I think he was perhaps weak. So it took him long to get to the point. So I left the money at the pharmacy. And they gave him. And I made sure, I said to him, I'm going to give you this enough to make sure. Because in Jesus' name, I'm going to get you a job. I'm giving myself 3 days to do so. When I left the money, he sent me a note. And this note, this young man is so bright. I just love his notes. They're from his heart. He says, I really want to say a big thank you for helping me in this way. I don't believe you know what you've done for me. Now, the English teacher me jumps in when he sends the next line. He says, but I will never forget this. Here's the line that grabs me as a language arts literature teacher. He says, my belly was crying so much. His next line also caused tears. He says, but I just have to say thanks before I start to eat. You know how hard it must be to be hungry if you have not eaten in 3 days and to write the line to say, a hungry bad before I even start to eat and my belly crying so much. I want to say, I don't think we've ever been that hungry though. We're even to text his energy to say, I'm gonna, oh Jehovah. So I call Azan Supercenter. I don't know if they plan to call him. And I also called Burger King. And I paused because it's relevant, especially now. And I called Burger King and I say, I need you. I don't want you to just give this young man a job. And I explained it to Azan as well. And I explained it to Burger King. I said, I don't want you to give him a job. Understand that I've never picked up the phone and done this. I want you to save him. Burger King called. Burger King answered first. He then sends me another text. Oh, it's a voice note, and he says, thank you so much. They're giving me 3 weeks at Burger King. And then he says, thanks for saving my life. The little things you do. The little things you do. He has 2 children. And he says he's going to make the best use of the 3 weeks. He's going to make me proud, but I want him to make himself proud. There's nothing, the biggest pride is to make yourself proud. And I want to thank Burger King. They gave away $1 million yesterday to runners and walkers. But Burger King gave hope. They gave life. They gave him another chance. And a young man, if you hear his voice, I should send it to Mr. Lake. His voice note saying, thank you. The man who dropped the knife on November 4 has a job. Burger King answered when I said, don't give him a job, just save his life. And I want to thank Leo and Richard Lake and the HR department. And yesterday I spoke to HR department at the 5K just to tell them a big thank you from my heart. You know what they said? They said we need more young men. And the young men who are sitting on walls and smoking, and Burger King needs you. So today, please apply to Burger King. I think it's HR something. Just call Burger King. Tell them that Jenny spoke on radio, that they need workers. The HR department is crying out for men. We need to save y'all. So today, if you know a man who needs a job, a young man who needs a job, just like this young man who reached out and Burger King saved him, Burger King can save more lives because they got vacancies. Father, you are faithful.